In today's Moodle quick tip, I'm going to show you how to use the HTML editor within the label resource to create a link from one area in Moodle to another area in Moodle. The same process of just using an HTML editor will work in any area of Moodle that allows an HTML editor. So whether that's using the label, which we're going to do, or whether that's in the description to another type of item, or anything like that will work just fine here. I could choose to use the URL resource inside of Moodle, but the label resource gives me more options for providing some additional text and information if I needed to. So to start with, I'm going to use this example of sending students to our library text reserves folder. Now, unfortunately, we can't create a link to an object directly inside the folder, but we can send a link to the folder. Other types of areas that you can send direct links to would be anything that creates its own page inside of Moodle. So I'm going to start by coming here to the Library Text Reserves folder, which is our destination location. And I'm going to copy that URL. Control-C on a PC, Command-C on a Mac. I'm going to return to the root or the main page of our Moodle site by clicking here. And I'm going to place something, I'm going to place this link inside the first content block inside of this course site. To do so in this particular theme, I'm scrolling down to click on Add an Activity or Resource. Add an activity or resource may be in another location in your theme. Once I'm here, I scroll down to Resources and I click on Label and Add. So I need some text to actually attach a link to, and this text needs to be descriptive to let students know what it is you're asking them to do. So reading number 1 for class is located in the Library Reserves folder. Would help if I spelled things correctly. There we go, Library Reserves folder. Please read fancy article title by August 28. There we go, there's my text. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this amount of text right there into a link to the Library Reserves folder. To do so, I come up here in the HTML toolbar and I'm going to click on that. That is the Insert or Edit a Link. Once I've done that and I've gotten into here, I can paste in that link we copied before to the Library Reserves folder. So I'm going to do Control-V or Command-V for a Mac. I see that it's there. I'm happy, but I do have something else I need to do. I can open this in this window or frame, or I can open it in a new window. Either is fine since it's just going to take us to a location in Moodle. The advantage of moving it out to a different tab in the student's browser is that they can then return to the original tab and be wherever it was they were inside the Moodle site. The disadvantage is this means they're now going to have 2 copies of Moodle open. So I'm going to leave it at open in this window or frame. If I were placing a link to that allowed me to directly access a specific thing inside of Moodle, maybe I'd change that. I'm not sure. I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to click on the Insert button. I now know that that link is working because it has changed color. In this theme, it's gone to this nice light blue. You may have a different color in your theme. I'm going to actually italicize this as long as I'm here. I do that inside the HTML editor also. When you came into this label, your HTML editor might have looked like that. This button expands the HTML editor to the other options, but either way, the creating a link lives there. If I had made a mistake and needed to edit it, I would simply click somewhere in there, and this is now available again for me to insert or edit the link. Or if I chose to break that link and turn it back to plain text, I would click there. I'm now going to scroll down, save and return to course. And my link is down here. Because every time you add something new in Moodle, it ends up at the bottom of the section. It's way down here. So let's say a student has read through, they're working their way through material for today, and they know that they need to get to here. When they click on that, bingo, it brings them into here. This does require that you are naming things inside your folder the same as they are named inside your link. I do suggest for those of you here at Gettysburg College who will be putting items on Library Reserve that when you make those reserve requests, you have named your file exactly what you want the students to see, and that you copy that text exactly when you're creating something like this, simply to make it easier for them to navigate to the right thing inside that folder. So that's our quick tip for today.